Hey everyone, it's Chrissy and welcome back today to Coffee Chat. I am so excited to introduce you to an award-winning artist and pastry chef, and as you can see, national beard competition winner and Food Network guest star. So it is time to talk donuts with Chef Robert Teddy, or Chef Teddy as we know him. Hi.
Hello, hello, Chrissy. Hello.
Hello and welcome. I have been so excited about today for so long, and I hope you can't see the cinnamon sugar because I've been taste testing.
I
Oh,
see a little bit.
yeah. Anyway, so we have a lot to cover. So I want to get started by finding out to become a master chef, to become a pastry chef and a guest on the Food Network. What is your background that led you to that?
Well, it's not the normal type of path because my life has just kind of been like a one left turn after another or right turn after another. Uh, but but I have to owe it all to my chef grandmother, who was actually a chef, and she was the head chef um, for the governor's mansion in North Dakota. And then she met her husband and they moved to Washington. So uh, she always inspired me and saw my little gift of food, and she really encouraged me to kind of fan it and grow it, and I did.
So it runs in the family and it's in your genes.
It is, and so from there, I apprenticed with a master pastry chef as a teenager. I eventually worked at a few hotels and restaurants. I actually got bored of it because it was basically a tart is a tart, a pie is a pie, a cake is a cake, and so I ran off to art school, got my art degree, was a commercial illustrator for years, and then I found my way back into pastry. And how I got back was watching Food Network. In the 2000s, cakes started to really take off and become like these piles of art. And I saw that and I thought, well, I can do that because I'm a pastry chef and an artist. So why not join them? And I must say that um, that just started me back on track on food, and I haven't looked back.
So you mentioned Food Network. What takes you from your passion and being an apprentice and having it in the family to going on Food Network? How did that happen?
That was just one of those right turns, left turns where I was just doing my stuff. I had, well, I need to back up because I was doing cakes for friends and family, and someone from Louis Vuitton saw it at a party. They called me the following week and they ordered, and that just kind of took me into this whole cake world. And so I started to become known for doing crazy, wonderful, large, beautiful cakes. And then out of the blue, someone from Food Network called me and asked if I would be on one of their shows. And I told myself I would never appear on any of their crazy competition shows. But let me tell you something. When they called me, I, of course, said yes and when.
Right. I would absolutely guess. So you're speaking of the cakes. I remember the one that I saw that was flabbergasting. Was it a giraffe? No, the balloon.
The balloon.
Oh my goodness.
The balloon was done for a friend of mine, David Webb, who has a serious radio show called the Patriot and a Fox Nation show. And so he wanted me to do a cake for the first episode of that. And so I did it, and it turned out wonderful. I'm happy you like that one.
Yeah, so if anybody goes out to Google and when they Google Chef Robert Teddy, that absolutely comes up as one of the images and stories. So everybody go out there and Google. You're going to Google him anyway. You know you are. So Google Chef Robert Teddy and see all of the great stories that come up. So you were a contest winner on Food Network. So congratulations for that, and a star.
Thank you. The first show I was on was Halloween Wars,
Oh.
and we won. I have to say that the first day on set, and I have to tell everyone it's real. You wander on set like a deer in headlights, and you have no idea what's going on. There's cameras and lights and people running everywhere. Every team has a full set of camera crew, a production assistant, and they're talking to you the whole time. And so it's insane because you have a clock that's real and it's not stopping, and you're trying to work, and they're shouting stuff like telling you, what are you doing? What do you think about this? Did describe it. And so you just have to, it just makes it even worse and more insane. But I loved it, actually.
That's exciting. It looks like when you're watching it, it's stressful watching, knowing that the clock is counting down, but you had all that extra stress going on that side.
It was some of the people there had already been on other shows, and so they were a lot much more calm. I was definitely just, and you can see it on my face. It's like it. I think I'm I think I'm looking happy, but my face is saying, "Get me out of here."
I'm guessing that the beard may have been very helpful.
Yeah, kind of hide.
Exactly. So I have a question. How did you go from Food Network to being inspired to open and start Wicked Donuts?
Donuts. Well, who doesn't love donuts?
I do.
Oh, we have some? Nom, nom, nom,
Oh
nom.
my goodness.
Yum, this is blueberry, yummy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start. I'll show you those in a second. I want to try the lemon. Which one did you have? Blueberry?
Blueberry,
I'm gonna try the lemon poppy seed.
lemony. It's zesty.
Mmm.
Isn't it good?
Oh my goodness, that flavor jumps out. It is so good. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Well, good. Well, I actually, before I was on Halloween Wars, I opened up a patisserie in the Venetian in Las Vegas. Um, and that was really uh, a huge education for me through fire, because it's not just a little shop in the suburbs. It's like in big time. You got to put on your big boy pants, because I was the only little guy surrounded by all these big corporations, and everyone is like trying to get everyone's attention. It's insane. Anyway, there I was trying to figure out what people really wanted and what they liked and what was the current trend and what was coming. And I thought, I bet you donuts. It looks like donuts are really starting to climb. And so after that experience, I came up with the name Wicked Donuts, which I know you're going to ask about.
Yes, I am.
And that's where it all kind of that, and there's the box.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us about that name then, and zap our hunger for some knowledge and taste from outer space. Give us some information.
Okay, well, I really wanted to have a a brand experience that kind of took you somewhere. It was an experience. It wasn't just a name, and so I wanted a universe that when you heard the name, you instantly started to go somewhere or think of stuff, which is much more exciting, I think. And so also, so I wanted to come up with a name I thought fit Las Vegas, but not just Las Vegas. I wanted the energy that everyone seems to be dazzled over, and so I thought, well, Wicked is perfect because Wicked can be good, wicked good. It can be a little naughty. It's on the edge. It's not about guilt. It's about temptation, right? And so that's why the little girl on the logo, she's kind of hovering. She's being tempted.
Jeez.
Yes, and so I just felt I had a really good name.
That
And so that's why the box and all the branding supports that. It's kind of wild and manic, and I wanted that.
you've got some fabulous marketing, by the way.
Isn't it insane? It's insane. I mean, and that's only one of the boxes.
Look at these, are so cute. I love it. These mini donuts. This is where my sugar came from, by the way. So we'll talk about those in a second. Let me show you one of these other boxes. I want the pink one. Come on, cameraman. Thank you. Check out. I mean, is that the cutest? And look at this one. Oh, okay. Pink is going to be my favorite, I have to say. But these are fabulous.
Aren't those adorable?
Yeah.
Those are for kids and adults if you want it also.
It's at heart.
Yeah, it just is a part of the whole Wicked universe, and the Wicked theme is rockabilly. Everyone loves rockabilly. It's hot cars, hot food, hot music, right? And it's very retro, it's very classic, it's very current, it's very future. It's just fun.
It absolutely is. So these donuts that I'm tasting in here with the cinnamon sugar, I'm going to take another bite so you can keep talking. I have to ask, what is the secret ingredient? This sugar is delicious.
Well, the keto donut is sugar-free and gluten-free,
Mm.
and so the sugar replacement, uh, which is my favorite, is called monk fruit. It's a natural sweetener. It's not a chemical. And the cinnamon, having a lot of cinnamon definitely helps to kind of cover any subtle off sugar taste. The gluten free, of course, is the using alternative flours like brown rice flour, tapioca flour, all that stuff.
So it is gluten free, which I absolutely love.
Yes, and more people are wanting gluten free. They're wanting vegan, uh, and so as a chef, well, everything everything we make is from scratch. So as a chef, of course, I'm very open to all that. I love it. And we will be also also kosher as well.
So I have to tell you, I tasted it and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. This cannot be gluten free. So I looked back through all of our messages and our conversation and I took another bite. And that's when I had the cinnamon sugar, or well, not sugar, but monk fruit. I had it all over because I'm like, this is absolutely incredible. So kudos.
Thank you. You have to get the texture and flavor just right when you're doing any kind of substitutions. It can be hard to actually fool your taste buds and your palate.
So if somebody is looking at the menu, which by the way, I have, and I can pull up here shortly, I was going to ask what pairs well with donuts. What are you going to have to go to drink or to go with the donuts?
Well, obviously, coffee, number one. And so that's why it's a donut and coffee bar. We have barista coffee, very high end. And so that's number one. Now I've had people ask me, someone asked me if we're going to have. She wanted a Pepsi because her favorite thing is Pepsi with her donuts, which I've never heard.
I'm going to grab another donut while you're talking.
But I would say coffee is not number one, and then of course hot cocoa and milk. Um, so those are generally the top beverages.
I'm gonna go make a coffee as soon as we're done and to enjoy the rest of those. But while I usually, let's see, you had the blueberry. This one is maple, right?
That's maple French toast.
Ooh, French toast too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it'll have cinnamon in it and the butter, a little nutmeg for that French toast flavor.
Oh my goodness. It is exactly right on. That is incredible. Okay, let's look at this menu. So I'm going to hop over here. I put the menu on the screen with us.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. So I have it on here with us. So Wicked Donuts. So you have classic gourmet,
Yes.
fancy gourmet, and premium. Then some special features. What well, I'm gonna say my favorite has to be one of these because I'm already in love. But what are you experiencing and what do you think is going to be your top donut there?
Well, I mean, they all represent different levels. We have four levels because um, everyone likes different things. Some people like classic, and so we have classic, and then we start to kind of add more things on each level. My personal favorites are in more of the special feature area. I love the creme brulee,
Oh
which,
my goodness.
yeah, which has the orange liqueur in it, and some of our donuts will have alcohol.
Hey, that sounds good. I told my health coach I had to fess up. I am talking to somebody and it's going to be a delicious day. I'm going to stop challenge and I'm choosing today some deliciousness. These are the mini donuts that we were just showing in the car. I'm thinking I cannot wait. When I come back out to Vegas, I think the next one I'm going to order is going to be the banana, the blue suede banana.
We wanted to do an Elvis type, a nod to Elvis because part of our whole look and feel is the retro Vegas, the retro music, and you can't leave out Elvis and Margaret, of course. And so, so we came up with a clever name, Blue Suede banana.
Love it. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. So,
Yeah.
so we've been talking about Las Vegas, and that is because you are about to open this flagship and this store for Wicked Donuts. Let's talk about that. But also, I'm here in Columbus, Ohio, and I have people watching from all around the country. I know Texas and other places like that. So let's talk about where you are and where you are considering going.
Okay. Well, our flagship, of course, is in Las Vegas, and we have our eyes on the Strip and the Valley of Vegas. But we also have our eyes on Columbus, Ohio, because Columbus is really one of the top areas for testing quick foods, which we are. And so I really want to get to Ohio. Also, the Ohio University. There's other wonderful uh, companies there like Victoria's Secret, Bob Evans, BMW. A lot of wonderful events. So that's what we're looking at too. Also, Texas. But these are just a few. We really want to, of course, expand all over. Um, so that's what we're looking at.
So the Buckeye State, the home of the Ohio State University and the Memorial Golf Tournament and the Arnold Classic. We want you, Chef Teddy. We're excited that we are on your radar.
Well, yeah. I mean, I really think that this whole concept has very strong legs, and I'd love to see it um, all over, of course. And we have certain plans, like we want to have our first recruiters to have food trucks, of course, and those food trucks. I really want to have serving like police stations, hospitals, universities, all that stuff. Absolutely.
There are markets all over the country that, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I want to drive one. When if it comes to Columbus, can I get on? Can I get up inside of it and can I serve some of the donuts?
I don't think I'd be able to stop you.
Yay! Love it. Thank you, Chef Betty. Okay, so as you're expanding and you're having new people, help to open these, I know you support the military and first responders a lot. You mentioned having these available by police stations, fire stations. There's a lot of military around here as well. What is your passion behind being such a big supporter of those first responders and the people on the front line?
Well, that's a good question. I come from a family of military and medical and first responders. My mom, my stepdad were in law enforcement, first responders. I have family in the military also that work in medical units, and so I I just naturally care about that. Also, I I'm an American, and
Mhm.
I support and love those who serve and protect me and you. I think it's very important because a lot of times they can be ignored or get bad raps. Um, and so I learned this when I was working with an, an organization called Cookies for Troops. Chef Brenda and I, every year in the holidays, would come together and make tens of thousands of cookies,
Wow.
which would be picked up by the Air Force and dropped overseas to our troops. We also included thank yous from our children in our schools. And that really meant a lot because it's us telling them, thank you. We love you. We remember you. And even if you hear a lot of negative stuff, we love you. And so with my donuts, it's definitely what I wanted to link into as well.
So, with that military, I'll thank you. As a military mom, my son is a Marine. I'm always wearing my military somewhere. Actually, my glasses have it on there. Marine mom. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and also for your family service on the front line and protecting all of us. So, as part of it, when I'm studying the website and when we've been talking, one thing I wanted to go over here and focus on, if you could talk to us about, is your Give Back program, where people can support those local first responders or military by making a donation, and then they get something pretty cool out of it as well. So I'm going to go to your website and pull that up. If you can share that with us.
Okay. This is a really cool thing where all of us have been affected horribly by the pandemic, the virus, what's going on. I certainly have. I have been affected because, look, I'm all in. I put all my money in all this stuff, and a few months ago we were shut down. It frightened away my final investor, um, who was going to invest the operating capital. So I can build the car, but I need fuel to get it running. That's basically it. So I was hurt as well. And the SBA stuff doesn't apply to someone, a business like mine in this situation. Therefore, I thought, what am I going to do? I hate asking for handouts, but I I thought, why not ask for a hand up? But it's also not about me. It's about all of us. It's about our first responders. And I thought maybe I can do something that would help not only me, but more importantly, give a thank you to all the first responders, firemen, policemen, medical workers, emergency workers, military, everyone who is out there for us. And so I came up with a thank you in every donut. And basically, what it is you can um, um, sponsor a box of donuts, which will go to a first responder unit every month for the next year.
Wow.
And depending what level you choose, you also get a free donut every month for life. Uh, in the box, your name will be on the thank you card, as well as your email if you want to hear back from them.
Wow.
And also, you'll have your name on our thank you wall. So it's just a way to bring it full circle. It's not just about me; it's about everyone.
Absolutely. It's giving back. And what an amazing year to do that with all that they've been doing through this pandemic and COVID. They're always on the front line and serving and protecting, but giving back to them and helping a new business that is incredible at the same time. That's a win, win, win. That's a win all around.
Well, absolutely. And so again, I um, I've didn't want this to just be about me. Um, help, I need help. I wanted it to really be about something I could do and people could do that could help me, but also help them, our first responders. And so in this way, um, I'm able to do what I do, which is make delicious donuts and and send them and as a thank you every month to our lovely first responders. I think it's a wonderful way to move forward.
I think you can see my cameraman likes it a little bit more than I did there. I'm gonna have to dig in. Friends, you just imagine seeing the look on the face of those people who are receiving those donuts for the next year with a card from you in there. You can't, I mean, for those amounts of donations, actually, you couldn't buy those donuts and get it delivered throughout the year. So, I mean, wow. Great way to say thank you. So, I'll tell you, phenomenal idea. And I know that this kind of resulted as an idea because of what's going on with the pandemic and how it's affected your business. But I hope when you come to Columbus that this is something that we can continue here, because I would love to send that to some local troops or firefighters. My youngest is studying firefighting. Would love to send it to a local fire station for a year. That is the coolest idea you came up with.
I I I think it's wonderful, and it also shows a way for the donor to know that what they've done is being accomplished. So um, I think it's a wonderful full circle.
So, in order to sign up for that and to learn more, people just need to go to your website to wicked-donuts.com. You've also going to have information on your Facebook page, as well as other places on GoFundMe, other places online, correct?
Yeah, basically, go to the website. You click on "Thank you,"
Mhm.
and the page will come up at the now, you have an option at the bottom of and there's the levels, at and there at the bottom of the page, you can also go to the GoFundMe page as well if you'd rather do that.
Or,
The 3 levels are on
oh, here.
this page.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Okay.
and so, but some people don't wanna use PayPal, and that's fine, and you can click over to GoFundMe, and, you can, donate there as well. But the GoFundMe page does not have the 3 levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I, when, forget if, so when we make a donation, I'm only planning to come to Vegas once a year, but now it sounds like I might have to come a little more often to get my monthly donut. And I won't be there every month to see you, but I have to make a few more trips.
I mean, this yes, I mean, if you don't live in Vegas, of course, it would be difficult to get your monthly donut, unless you come here.
Right.
Um, but, it's uh, hopefully we can expand into other areas.
Absolutely. So there's one thing, you know, that saying is what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You're defying those odds. So when everybody's taking a right turn and your life is taking a left, you're defying that. This doesn't stay in Vegas. It's happening. It's out.
Well, exactly. And if you ever come to Vegas, of course, your
Mhm.
name will be on our list.
Oh,
The important thing here is it's nice to receive things, of course, but the important thing is that that box of donuts to the first responders, and you're also helping a business that's been hit. And so it's as you said, it's a win-win, and that's the core of this.
Absolutely. Chef Teddy, you have been a complete pleasure. And I've got one of these mini ones with my name on it. So,
Yay! Oh,
go-
I do have to interrupt, and I have to say I'm very impressed that you graduated from the um, Walt Disney University, and that you have a master's
degree. Oh my goodness.
degree. Look at that.
You've been digging. Yes, I
I've
do.
been digging.
I have my master's degree. That is correct. That's one of
And,
those moments.
and that's from 1993.
Don't age me. Yeah.
And well, I would love to know where Mickey's other hand is.
Oh my goodness. I think you've been talking to some people.
I don't know. Where's his hand? I don't know where.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about there, Chef Teddy.
Sorry if I embarrassed you, but I thought that was hilarious.
You gotta have fun in life, right? So is there anything else that you would like to touch on? Because I want people to get off of here and hop onto your Facebook page and your website and get signed up to support you and the first responders. Is there anything else we should cover?
I think that's it. The most important thing is the thank you in every donut, thanking our first responders, because once again, they're the people out there protecting and serving us. And we have to keep on it and keep saying thank you.
You're absolutely correct. I agree with you 100%. Congratulations on all of the success that you've had and for the amazing talent that you were born with in the family that you have brought to life. And thank you for being here with us today. It was a joy.
Thank you, Chrissy, so much for having me on your show. You're a jewel. Thank you so much. And enjoy your donuts.
I would say without a doubt, thank you for the donuts. And we'll sign off just like your letter on your website. Confectionately yours.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right. Thanks, Chef Teddy. And if anybody out there has any questions, again, hop on social media, hop on his website, send me a question. I'll get you linked up with Chef Teddy. And in the meantime, if anybody has any questions about real estate, buying, selling, or investing, Chrissy with Remax Achievers, call me 614-332-0342. Yeah, call. And remember, rain, which it is here today, shine, sleet, or snow. I'm your realtor. Let's go. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.